Terry, you had mentioned in your pregame just the notion of making sure you guys came out and played well and not playing to Orlando's roster, I guess. How do you feel like you did in that tonight?
We played a solid game throughout the night. We got off to a good start. We maintained the lead throughout. So it was, Orlando made some shots and kept it close, and they competed hard. But I thought overall it was we played a good game.
Next question is coming from Jamie Hudson with NBC Sports Northwest.
Coach, with Melo and him continuing to reach those milestones, do you almost have to remind yourself and remind him that this is a big deal because it's hard in the moment?
When you pass the players that he's passed since he's been with us, Dominique Wilkins not too long ago, Oscar Robertson tonight, I think that speaks for itself. I mean, those guys are Hall of Fame legends, and Melo's in that group. And I think, especially for someone of my generation, when you pass Oscar Robertson, that's quite remarkable because, Oscar was obviously one of the best. So I think it's a constant reminder that speaks to the greatness of Carmelo's career.
Next question is coming from Jason Quick with The Athletic.
Coach, before the season, Neil talked about you guys being the custodians of Melo's legacy. What does that mean to you?
I think he came back after a good run with us last year, and it's to treat him with the respect of someone who's had the career that he's had. And I don't know how long he's going to play. He could play for a few more years. I don't know, but he was a professional for us last year. He's been really good for us this year. And to me, it's, there's some highs and lows, but, he has earned the respect of our organization, of the teammates, his coaches. And I think that's more than anything else, that's what Neil meant by that.
Next question is coming from Aaron Fentress with the Oregonian.
Whenever we ask Carmelo about some of the younger players, he speaks very highly of them and talks about their potential. Do you see him interacting with those guys? And if so, what do you think they're getting out of having him around? Like Anthony, Trent, Giles, everybody.
Going back to last year and this year, I think he engages the young players at practice. He's given them one-on-one instructions, individual instructions during the game. He's always encouraging them. I took CJ Ellaby out of the game quickly against Washington, and Melo was the first one to say, hey, come on, you'll be all right. Keep your head up, whatever it was. So he's very encouraging with the young guys during the games when they get their opportunity on the court as well.
Thanks.
All right. Any other questions for Coach? Got another question coming from Jason Quick, The Athletic.
Going back to the custodians of his legacy, and you mentioned last week when he was having a couple games where he wasn't shooting as well. Is that kind of play into it that, hey, you ride this out and you respect what he has done in the past and not maybe have a quick yank on him or judge him immediately?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's earned the right to play through a tough game, and he's had games where maybe he didn't play well in the first half. He comes strong. We wouldn't have made the playoffs last year had he not had the impact that he had. So a player of his stature has earned the right to, one, play his game, and two is play through some games that he might not be shooting the ball well, but he's been in those moments and he knows how to get out of it. So by that, I think that's a good example.